I get it all yet. I'm gonna be in here. You ain't in here. My God. Let's see what's going on. It's over. You don't even want to leave that shit. Is it? They early statement. Build that resume.
Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina.
Death Valley, baby.
From last year, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Okay, we see the defense first, baby. We see the defense first. I got some the D-line talking about.
He'll bring it out. It's Mitchell. Excellent job.
The D-line talking about. Hurting already.
Man down on
Can't do nothing about that.
Officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Green Wave
oh my God.
The field and they'll have the first possession of the game. To the air on first down.
You ain't got no time, buddy.
Rushes on him.
Uh-oh. Oh, could have been a safety. They could have stolen all right. We all have first. He's lying though.
Game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume. Yeah, these are so
I could have had a safety.
You kind of get bored if you don't get challenged.
Oh my God.
You got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice. Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I see what these niggas want to do. These niggas want to run that ball. These niggas want to pass the ball.
What are these teams about? Which conferences are better?
These niggas want to pass the ball. That one run. They did not want to run.
Firing to the right, complete.
I didn't see them out.
They pick up just a few on that completion.
I didn't see them out.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
A great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Gonna look downfield again.
Scared, boy.
Pressure is on the way.
Real pressure out there.
Has arrived and down he goes.
The real defensive line, man.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight.
Real defensive line, man.
Just needs a crack to get a return.
All right, this how the offense look, baby. This how the offense look, baby. They say just ordinary man. He supposed to be the man out here, okay? With the 96 speed. Oh, I'm gonna choke this rock, dude. Choke this rock. You gonna choke it. You gonna choke this motherfucking rock. Damn. Choke that damn. Choke this rock.
To the ground with the back.
Okay.
And the defense
That 1 yard.
firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. This junior
Doing that when they run game. What's going on?
making the stop after a short gain. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very...
Ooh, they picked that bitch off. Lord, Elvers. Lord, Elvers.
They have it at the 44.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was
oh,
so
man, that's
excited to take
crazy.
the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight.
The defense here now.
That is not how you want to start a game.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the
Here,
3-yard
man.
pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He just missed the target on that.
Here,
Got
man.
to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football.
Going for it.
Nah, buddy.
And
Nah,
Gordon
buddy.
covers there to
I
knock
covered
away
hell
the
out there, boy.
lead to score.
Hell out there.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit.
Hell out there.
This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Now sliding to his left. Fires downfield.
What a play.
Just a
Oh, he dropped it.
fire there as they can't make the connection. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on...
He dropped it again.
I think they believe...
What is
they've
going
got the
on out here,
roster
boy?
in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick
What
people
is
off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Denson.
Oh, hell,
Let
man.
it fly.
Give me some, boy. Ooh, boy. He the guy. He the guy. He done told me, but he the guy. He the guy. He the fucking guy. Well, he just told me he the guy.
In business just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Overton. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And
What are you talking about? Yeah, to the defense come out.
Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks
Get
on
my
3rd and
bootleg.
short.
Need my bootleg.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Tigers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Go straight ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clemson is quick to the line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. After getting stuffed, What do they have for an answer here on third
So
and
what?
goal from the 2?
At the end zone.
Nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Shit, I'm playing the game, man.
2 is a little bit harder than 4th and 1, but you practice these 2-point conversion plays.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big.
Sunday night.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tulane offense headed back onto the
What you talking about, man? It'll die.
A little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run.
You went into a Dabo job.
Caught that time and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They used the chunk blade across midfield and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick.
Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about. If you're
John Wright fucked my ticket up, man.
Don't you love energetic?
I ain't been a nigga no more.
Fly around and make things happen. The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. They'll use their running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal coming up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here.
Touchdown, Greenway! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man.
There you go.
Punts it out of the air. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. Well, this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He'll try to get it through the air. He wants to go deep. Makes the catch on the left. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Clemson jumps to the line. From the shotgun, the inside give. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They'll run it on 1st and goal.
Let's go. Shit too easy.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gonna run it. It's Gordon. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Neal. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Tight ends are security blankets for quarterbacks, especially in situations like that, right? You don't need a lot of yards. Just find the big fella, put it on him, get the 1st down.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ncaa if they can stop him on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He wants to change this route. To the air. It's Denson. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe a bit of a gamble going for it on 4th and short from their own 46. Off the RPO, complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
There he goes. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Lost to throw again. Makes the grab. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Quarterback making checks. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The give. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. It's Denson. Now improvising. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and goal for the offense. Trying to pound it in. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
From the gun. Lets it fly. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week.
Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets it to him on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense,
got it inside the set up first and goal. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Green Wave. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Quarterback moving. It's complete on the right side. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Denson. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in. It's Scott. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Scott. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got some room to run.
Man, this shit at night hell, boy.
20. Touchdown, Tulane. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the
Lane out there being
like
bumping.
receiver, for goodness
That's
sakes. Turn on
bullshit.
the Jets, making the big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job.
What time it is now, right?
Gotta
go. Gotta bring the boot out.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well,
And a big play on the right sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion like those
Offensive
right
line
now,
just trash, bro.
Believed in those guys out wide, and you know what? They usually come through for them.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Now rolling to the left. It's caught. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Denson. Spits it out to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Scott. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Clemson set up with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Timeout called here by the the defense is the first one they've used this half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Scott. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will give them the lead.
Touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing it to you, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Give to the running back. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat.
Set.
And to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more, whether it's screens, whether it's...
And the sack.
What's going on, buddy?
All the way back to the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They give up the protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
So, got the ball back.
Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Really good
Got me a
job
waffle.
by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll pull it down. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Off play action. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Touchdown, Clemson. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Leaves it with the back. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Neal. Hard running there. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Neal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Mitchell. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Beneath the shadow of Howard's rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Is Colorado ready for prime time or what? Ralphie and company are running away with this one right now. They're up by 34 over UMass. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He might want another play. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. After run, now throw. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Denson. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Moving away from pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Complete to the right. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. They'll try to snap it quickly.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The offense changing the play. They'll run play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Buying some time. Throwing on the run. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Back to throw, it's Denson. Gets it out fast. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying play action. Buys a little time with his feet. Oh, what a caught! Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football.
Looking deep down the right side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Just go to life fat food.
And now they come up and spike it to stop
You winning.
They're dealing with a second and long.
In the first quarter, second quarter.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT finally.
He's got it down the right side. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. Use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off play action on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll work his way down to the 28. Offense will use a time. 19 seconds left in the game. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proved it. Like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires into the end zone.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Random ball to you. I got it. I got it. I got it.
They say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late. Maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one took it.
Try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And by firing one in from the 13 to the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
That's it right now. Man, right, you.